This is a quick look at the strategic situation on June the 18th. The Confederacy have been unable to steal a march on the Union. You've effectively got the two armies tracking each other. Now, both sides would know where the other side was. Mainly the Union would know because of those Union elements within the Shenandoah Valley which have had contact with Confederacy, even if there's not been any major battles or even minor battles really. There's been some cavalry sort of skirmishes where people have just retreated from combat. So we've not managed to get ahead of the Union. So the original plan was to get across the Potomac and then drive at Baltimore if we could. That looks like it's gone out the window, and we're going to have to repeat the strategic campaign of going north to get victory points. There's all these little yellow discs represent victory points, and there's also if you get enough troops inside a county, you get county control, which gives you a huge number of points. Now, I found I'm not going to play this out game-wise. I'm not going to be gaming over points. I want to look at this strategically and historically, that the objective of the Confederacy here really is to destroy the Army of Potomac in a decisive battle on northern soil, and that's what they're going to try and do. The best outcome for us would be either to catch the Army of the Potomac in pieces and roll it up bit by bit, which is looking unlikely, or force them to attack us in a really good defensive position and then wear them down and then hit them on a counter, which is a possibility. The Union situation is they've just got to keep an eye on the Confederacy. They know where the Confederacy is because I've already said. They know from units in the Shenandoah what's roughly what's going on. The Confederates know where the Union is because they're in North Virginia, so Confederate irregulars would be reporting in where they are. So that the Unions could just play this gamey wise and just make sure we don't lose on victory points, which would be really easy, to be quite honest. Thing to do, the Union Army's objectives are to chuck the Confederacy out of the Union territory, but their primary objective is to destroy the Army of Potomac. If they destroy the Army of Northern Virginia, if they do that, they've won the war without a shred of a doubt, because Vicksburg is about to fall as well, and could fall during this game on a random event. So all in all, I would say that the situation is distinctly in the Union's advantage at the moment. They're in a good strategic position. The only problem, see, even if rain comes, they control a strategic ferry point here. The Berlin Ferry. Yeah, they control this Berlin Ferry point here, which means they're still going to be able to move units north and south of the river. So it's not as if the Confederacy could strike, just go hell for leather and try and make a strike at Washington. That wouldn't work. And also, I don't think they're going to be in a position to sort of for the Confederacy to get round the north of them. So I think the Union players could be pretty pretty happy with this at this particular moment. The only other issue at the moment, the Union Army's got to go into passive mode because it needs to resupply. So it can draw supply from depots, Fredericks West here, for the units north of the Potomac, and they can forage south of the Potomac. They're just going to make up their mind what they do, because if you move, you put yourself in a nasty situation unless you can actually move into an area where you can draw directly from the depot. Other things, the Confederates' supply is becoming a bit of an issue here. We've captured a depot at Martinsburg, which gives us 18 supply points. We've also got the possibilities of putting depots down here at Berryville or Winchester. But that's not really going to help the situation unless we decide to fight a strategic, to fight a decisive battle in the Shenandoah, which is looking unlikely, but it's possible.